Nicola Sturgeon failed to inform UK ministers of her plan to bring in a different version of the Rule of Six regulations despite Boris Johnson's government wanting all four nations to work together, it has emerged. Scottish Secretary Alistair Jack told MPs the First Minister should stop drawing up different lockdown rules from Boris Johnson, for the sake of it, as they have not led to lower COVID rates. Alistair Jack on Thursday told MPs that Scotland's separate guidance had sowed public confusion and failed to achieve better results in tackling the virus. He went on to say relationships between Ms. Sturgeon's SNP administration in Edinburgh and Mr. Johnson's Conservative government in London could be strained. Mr. Jack said, "We talked with the First Minister last week about the Rule of Six, and in that meeting, we laid out to her what our plans were on that and she said I will do something tomorrow, but she wasn't to tell us that the following day she was doing the Rule of Six excluding children under 12. He added, "She could have told us that, we could have come to an agreement. We were trying in that meeting to get all the devolved administrations onto the same page, because I think across the United Kingdom people deserve that. There has been a lot of confusion over the summer." The Scottish Secretary said the First Minister's repeated claim that coronavirus was 5 times as prevalent in England than Scotland was totally untrue, totally unhelpful. The Tory cabinet minister also lambasted her refusal to rule out quarantining English visitors, insisting the country should pull together as one United Kingdom. Mr. Jack said a similar situation had occurred when Scottish Public Health Minister Joe Fitzpatrick attended a meeting where the UK government's plans to develop a coronavirus contact tracing app had been on the agenda. The Scottish Secretary said, "When we had a meeting to talk about our app, Joe Fitzpatrick attended that meeting and was involved in discussions, and 2 days later the Scottish Government announced their intention to develop their own contact tracing app. But while Joe Fitzpatrick came and happily listened to our plans and advice and everything else, he didn't make any mention of the Scottish Government's plan." Mr. Jack concluded by saying that the UK differences muddled the message, particularly for those living close to the border. He added, "We need to stop the confusion. All the administrations in these weekly meetings we have should actually just be grown up, and not be different for the sake of it for whatever agenda they have."